Good rising, family. And it's kind of dark over here, and IE on this. Turn this light. That'll help. Not really. That's all right. It'll be more intimate evening, I guess. Good rising. Good rising. We'll give everybody a chance to kind of come in here real quick, have an opportunity to talk a little bit, apply some of this knowledge that the Most High has been giving us, start to apply it to many of the things that we're seeing happening around the world right now. Shalom, family. Great seeing you. Shalom. Much love to you as well from Kentucky, my home state. All right. Beautiful to be able to see everyone get in here real fast, get a chance to fellowship, share some ideas, share some information together right now. Talk about this whole thing about the 99% believe a certain thing. And, we should just go along with it because 99% of people believe something. And we know that that's not true. But those kinds of tactics have worked forever. And, they think it's still going to continue to work, you know. Yeah, the family is definitely rolling in right now. Gonna try possibly do another live tomorrow, most high willing. Try to bring out some more information. Just been studying a lot, reading a lot, but now it'll be an opportunity for us to kind of come together and share some ideas this evening. Yes, Kentucky is my home state. That's where I was born. Peggy, yes, ma'am. Sister Peggy Hill, yes. Good night. Great seeing everybody coming in. This truth is growing like crazy. As much as they're trying to make it seem like it's not, we know that it is. Definitely AKs in the building. There's a lot of Gentiles that are coming in and realizing that there's things going on. It doesn't make any sense and stuff like that. Aisa Rael, I like that. Aisa Rael, Jerome Johnson, I love that. Yeah, I mean, it's growing like crazy. The Most High is working. He is spreading this knowledge and understanding. He's, putting it into people's hearts right now. The Holy Spirit, she's moving as well. She's opening up understanding for many of us. Many people being open to more understanding, new concepts, and I'm hoping that they're sending out the notifications now. Definitely, Rosie, yes, Sister Rosie. The Most High is definitely always on the throne. And it's just amazing the things that He's showing us right now. It's amazing. It says, "My cup runneth over." And I'm sure that's for all of us. All of us are getting all this understanding and making all these connections. Beautiful. Okay, I'm glad you guys got notifications. Good. Shalom, 12. There we go, brother. Good seeing you. It is absolutely beautiful what he's doing right now. Definitely. A lot of brethren and sisters are reaching out to me and sending emails, and I definitely appreciate all that. Gentiles, sending emails, and appreciate that as well. I'm sure that we're all being used in our certain way, in our particular ways, and people watching us. People are watching what we're doing. I think there's definitely a lot of people are around us, are keeping an eye on us. I said because he's opening eyes. A lot of people are realizing that a lot of the things they were taught isn't true. And many of the different places and people they would used to go to for understanding don't have any understanding. I said so they're starting to realize that many of the things they've been taught is not true. Many of the people that have been put in these positions of supposed understanding, they're being exposed to having no understanding whatsoever. So it's just absolutely amazing, So if you are one of these other people, that's been putting your faith into these churches and these different institutions and educational institutions, and all of a sudden now you're starting to realize that many of these things that they've been teaching us are fake and false, I think that would kind of definitely shake up the foundation. Definitely, and definitely, and I'm thinking many people's foundations are definitely being shaken up, being definitely destroyed. It definitely can't stop the Most High. Definitely. I didn't hear about that plane wreck that killed a singer. I didn't hear about that. It's definitely, Elijah, hard for people to swallow. It's definitely a hard pill to swallow. It's definitely difficult for many people to accept the things that the Most High is bringing out right now. They're used to them being able to say like, oh well, the vast majority of people believe this, so therefore it must be true. They've been using those kinds of tactics forever. You know, oh, everybody eats pork. What's wrong with you? You don't like pork? You don't eat pork? What's wrong with you? Something must be wrong with you because you're the one that doesn't eat pork. Oh, you don't eat shrimp? Oh man, what's wrong with you? Look at all of us. All of us eat shrimp. All of us eat pork. So, there must be something wrong with you. You know, and see, and that's how this society has gotten us to go along with the get along game. You know, go along with the get along game. And just do what everybody else is doing. But if you start to think about it, I mean, you look at the scriptures. I mean, our people is talk about being holy. It's always about being separate. It's always about being separated. So, I mean, these tactics that they're using, as far as like, oh, the vast majority of the world's doing it. You should be doing it too. That goes against the scriptures. That goes against what the Most High, has ordained. Exactly. When you talk about when you cut out certain foods, they are definitely all over you, right? Bacon. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. When I was in the truth, I was definitely eating some bacon. I loved bacon, loved sausage. Eat the heck out of some bacon and sausage, and eggs, and I eat all that. I mean, but then when it was, when I realized that we weren't supposed to be eating that, the Most High definitely helped me to cut that off. Cut that out real quick. Cut that out real fast. You know. But that's the thing. They put bacon in everything now. They try to put it in everything. And it's all after us to defile us. If they're already definitely, hey, ribs. Yep, I used to love ribs too. It's like it's always been to defile Israel. Everything is set up to defile our people. If you're talking about the vast majority of the world's already defiled. So who are they aiming all this at? They're aiming it at us. Yeah, definitely the shrimp. It's like, and it's like they make it seem like you got to eat that stuff consistently. Always, making it, they put it in everything. And that's the thing. And so you think about it, like the vast majority of the people, I'm not giving up my pork. Pork, yeah, you're right, and the candy too, exactly right. I'm not giving up my pork, and that's the whole thing. Um, the vast majority of the world um, eats ham, eats pork, eats shrimp, eats crab, eats all these, these defiled foods, lobster, exactly. And they try to do the whole, well, everybody else is doing it. Why aren't you doing it? Does that make it right? Does that mean then when the Most High comes back that he's not going to he's not going to punish the ones that are actually not following the dietary laws because 99% of the people are doing it, and that's the whole thing, and that's just one example. I'm sure you guys can think of many other examples of the fact that they do that whole 99%. We got the whole thing with the AC unit they're talking about, and how all of these people, these scientists say that it's good, it's safe, it's effective, everything else, right? And they push that 99%. Hey, all these doctors say this, and all of them say that. But you got to remember now, you know, they also say things like Remember that with Tuskegee Air, the Tuskegee experiment. How many people were coming out and actually talking about the experiment and the things that they were doing to our people, or were they the vast majority of them Confederate and quiet? You don't think a lot of people knew about it, but they were quiet about it? And it's like just because the vast majority of the people believe something or don't say anything about it doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right. But we get that all the time. Oh well, all these people have taken it and they're fine, so therefore you should take it. You should do this. You should do that because the vast majority of the world has done it. I said, and a lot of people don't realize about these experiments they've been doing on our people because they keep all that stuff secret. And the vast majority of the world is Confederate and keeping the stuff that they've done to us secret. So just because if the vast majority of the world is Confederate against us, which they are, does that make them correct? If the vast majority of the world is Confederate against the Most High's chosen people, does that make them right? Absolutely not. They're still going to get this work from the Most High. And see, that's you think about Satan and the way he's been kind of like getting everybody to go along with going against us. Everybody got their little piece of the pie. Everybody got their little piece of candy too. So they're all guilty, right? So does that mean that Most High is now not going to punish them because it's the vast majority of the world? Of course not. And we understand that because the Most High says in Matthew, I want to say in chapter 28, when he cracks the skies open, that all of the tribes of the earth are going to be mourning, right? If all of the tribes of the earth are mourning, that probably sounds pretty damn close to 99% of the people of the earth are going to be mourning when the Most High cracks the skies open. Why would that be the case? Because the vast majority of the world is on the wrong path. They're going the wrong way, right? So if the vast if I mean, and that's those are huge, passages, and in the Bible, when you're talking about the Most High cracking the skies open, and all the tribes of the earth are mourning, that means then that everyone is going off. Everyone has it wrong, you know. Everyone is going down the wrong path at this point. So just because everyone's eating shrimp doesn't make it good. Just because everyone's eating bacon, sausage, ribs doesn't make it good. But see, I think that that's their blank. That's their security blanket. Oh well, you know what? All my neighbors are doing it. Everyone around me is doing it. So at least I can sleep well at night, knowing that hey, if we're wrong and God's gonna come back and punish us, at least He's gonna punish all of us. At least He's gonna punish all of us. So at least you know what? We're all gonna go into torments together. So I guess that makes it okay. Right? Instead of trying to do the right thing, if we all go down together, we all sink with the ship together, we're all going under the Titanic together, that's okay. That makes it okay. I can sleep well at night knowing that at least, my neighbors and their kids and their wives, hey, we're all going to be going down this, down the ditch together. And that's it, Jeanette. Your dad always told you that was good advice to, never follow the crowd and think for yourself. And that's what this world doesn't do. People don't think for themselves. It's all about following the others or them telling you what you need to do or telling you what you need to think. I've never been a follower. I've always been on my own, doing my own thing. Um, you know, and that was a lot of it was kind of forced on me because, my parents divorced when I was young and I was sent to live with grandmother back in Kentucky with neither parent. So, and I was like an only child at that time. So I had to like take care of myself and stuff like that. So, um, I had cousins and stuff like that, and uncles, but it's not the same as having a father to protect you or a mother to protect you. So, I was always kind of like on my own. I had to do stuff on my own. I had to, protect myself because, no one protects you like your parents do. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't have either parent there, then, you kind of learn how to do things on your own. So I've always been like a loner and never really like dependent on other people because I really never could. And I think that was all part of the Most High getting me ready for now. We understand as you go through life, things that were meant for bad and things that kind of seemed like, bad things and, bad situations. It can either how you use it. It just depends on how you use it. If you're going to use it, as a crutch to make excuses, and get into a bunch of trouble, or you're going to use it as motivation to hey, when I have kids, I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to do that, and use it for positive, and I think all of us, many of us have not grown up in the best of situations, but that's all part of this walk. Toughens you up, get that thick skin, so you get used to people talking mess and whatever else and it not affecting you. I've had that many a times in this truth, coming into the truth, and then, the Most High sends me in different directions, and a lot of times I'm going these different directions by myself, and you get attacked and whatever else, and it just helps you to, let the water kind of, roll off your back, and you just keep on going. And it definitely, we've all gone through our character development. You have to got that, you gotta have that thick skin to walk in this walk, because like they talk about though, 99% of the people think that we're crazy. 99% of the people think that we got it wrong. I said 99% of the people think that they got it right because a lot of people agree with what they believe, and it's the absolute opposite. You got so many people that say, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I'm a Christian." And you start talking about and and I'm like, you're asking like, "Hey, do you read the Bible?" "Oh yeah, John 3:16. What are you talking about? I know the whole Bible. The whole Bible is going to be broken down to John 3:16. I'm like, no, 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 oh no, Jesus wants me to, to have a great time, and I'm always gonna win if I follow white Jesus. I'll always be winning. No, no, that's not what the scripture says. No, no, no. And then when things get rough, and not only I'm gonna be winning in life, but when things start to get kind of rough, I'm just gonna be raptured out of here. I'm out. I don't have to stay here and deal with anything. That's you. That's you because you didn't say white Jesus. So therefore, you're gonna have to go through all these things. No, no, that's not what's in the scriptures, and and that's the thing, it's like you guys are following what Satan has set up. Satan has set it up so that if there's a lot of you believe in a certain thing, you all think it's right, just because a lot of people believe it. Hey, a lot of people thought the Lakers were going to be good this year. A lot of people believe that, hey, they got Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and oh yeah, they're going to be great. Well, it's not working out like that, right? So I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, just because people believe a certain thing doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? People believe that, oh, hey, Cleveland's going to be horrible this year, and Cleveland's over here doing damage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just funny when you start to think about it. Like people have all these opinions, and it doesn't mean anything, right? It's just, hey, but the devil has made it seem as if, hey, if all of you guys believe in this, it's going to make it true, and that's just not the case. Not at all. You, you start getting it, and you start just thinking about things that this society believes. Hey, the 99% of people believe white Jesus is true. 99% believe white Jesus is true, and white Jesus wants you to win, and white Jesus is going to bring rapturing you guys up out of all this. But does that make it right? Does that make it true? I mean, not at all, right? Like we understand it. Hey, just because you guys believe it, don't make it true. Just because y'all say, hey, white Jesus. Hey, we look at, hey, all of us believe in white Jesus, so therefore, hey, it must be true because we all believe in it. Well, yeah, a lot of you guys believe it because a lot of you guys are dumb as hell and you don't read anything, and all of it, 99% of you don't read anything. 99% of you just believe whatever your pastor says and whatever the priest says, and that's why 99% of you are totally lost. And that's the whole thing. If vast majority of the world has been indoctrinated to not read anything, to not study, so it's like Most High does not work like that. When you actually start looking at the scriptures, Most High doesn't deal like that. He's not into huge numbers. He's not into the vast majority being correct. The vast majority of people are wrong. And and it's like, I mean, now you start to understand like why they've taken out a lot of these scriptures. Oh, then they're like, oh, we don't believe in that. The vast majority of the world, 99% of the world believes that God only gave us 80 books or 66 books, right? The vast majority of the world believes that the Most High is condensed into only 66 books. I'm going to say 99% of the people believe in 66 books only, right? So does that make it true because the vast majority of the world believes that the Most High only spoke in 66 books and that's it? Just because 99% of people believe that the Catholic Church has the authority to only approve 66 or 80 books, then that makes it true? Absolutely not, right? So now you understand like why they want you to believe about this whole majority, and if everybody believes it, then that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's the way that's the truth, and it's not. I said when people keep talking about that whole 99%, just go back to that Matthew 28. Most High cracks the skies open, and all the tribes of the world are mourning. That should let you know all you need to know about the whole group and masses of people believing the same thing and making it true because it's not. You know, yeah, most of the people believe in the chart and it's false. The 12 tribes chart. And even thing with the 12 tribes chart, it's like, hey, I'm sure there's definite parts of it that might have been true before, but it doesn't stay the same when you got people migrating from here to there in different places and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, our people were over here. How it was all broken down and whatever else, we don't know. I said, but our people were scattered all over the place. But also, not only our people are scattered, but also the Gentiles are scattered all over the place. And the Gentiles have been strategically put into a lot of different places, and to make it seem as if they've been there the whole time. You see, but see, that's all part of growing and maturing as a people. That's all part of the growing and maturing as a nation. Yeah, we might have believed, that the 12 tribes chart was, 100% correct or whatever else before. But now as we get more understanding, we start to realize how, the Gentiles have manipulated many things. Then maybe there's certain parts of it, that doesn't make sense or whatever else. I'm not going to throw out the whole thing. And that's the whole thing with people, it's like when they get to a certain point where they don't believe something is 100% correct, they want to throw everything out. Well, there might be, assemblages or, vestiges that are correct and whatever else. I said, but we're not sure exactly. I'm not going to throw out everything because I don't agree with every single little piece of something. And that's how even like with these books, you start getting into, the books, other books. Hey, there might be some things that are true. There might be some things that are kind of embellished the truth a little bit and stuff like that. You have to have discernment. Exactly. You have to have some type of discernment because the Gentiles have had their hands in everything. But the Most High definitely made them leave. The correct information is there, and we have to have the Holy Spirit and discernment to figure it out. You know, we definitely have to be able to figure out, many things. And we can't go to the Gentiles and hey, can you guys tell us the truth about this now? Because they're not going to. It's not in them to tell the truth. So then, therefore, we need to, trust in the Most High. This is when it really gets into it. When you start getting into all this other information in these books, this is where it gets serious because then you really gotta trust the Most High, trust discernment, trust the Holy Spirit. Hey, they mess with the Bible, so that's why I'm like, hey, there's been parts of the Bible that hey, you are for sure messed with. That's when they say, oh, that's what these churches have done. Oh, the Bible, is 100% correct, and they haven't touched anything, haven't. And yes, they have. That's why you gotta have discernment even with the Bible. They've jacked up everything. Sorry, I keep having to put this guy keep getting all these notifications that keep popping up. Okay, so there's you got to understand. Like I said in the last live, I talked about was like how the other nations use our laws to manipulate us and manipulate our actions as well. It's kind of like when they know they've done something wrong and they know they got to pay for it, then they'll be like, oh, hey, thou shalt not kill, so you can't, you need to forgive me. You need to forgive me. You see what I'm saying? Like at that time, then they're going to want to be like, they're going to want us to follow our laws and follow the protocols when it's time for their punishment. I said, because then it's like, oh, you can't hate. You can't hate, even though they've hated us. You need to show love and compassion, even though they haven't shown any. You see what I'm saying? Like they know our laws, they go against them, they do all these things against us. Once we kind of figure it out and we figure out, hey, you know what, I'm not dealing with you. Oh no, you need to forgive. You see, like when they shoot us down and they got the pastor to run out there. And what's he say? Oh well, hey, a good Christian's gonna forgive. A good Christian's gonna, want to, hug your oppressor and work with your oppressor and forgive and move on. See that now you cut to see like how these pastors are used, to manipulate us, and they try to use our laws. And you know what, and as a people, like, we are a very loving people, we are a very forgiving people, it's in our nature, and they use that against us. If we didn't hadn't wake and most hadn't awakened us, vast majority of people were like, hey, slavery was a long time ago. These guys are, they say you love everybody, so let's just forget about what's happened in the past, and let's just move forward and just love our enemies and love them, and we would do that because that's in our nature, that's how we are. We're a very forgiving and loving people. But then it gets to a point where it's like, hold on, you guys keep saying you love us and you want us to be equal, but then you guys keep shooting us down and killing us and stealing from us, and damn, we're trying to work with you guys, but you guys are making it very, very difficult. It's like, when as soon as they shoot one of us down, oh, what did he do? Where was he at? How was it his? It must have been his fault. But see, that's all part of it. They don't have that loving spirit. They don't have that spirit of forgiveness. If our people do something, it's like they gotta pay. No, full extent of the law, because that's how they are. That's it. That's how their spirit is. I said us, we try to, okay, things happen, okay, how can we fix this, and how can we move forward, and let's try to work things out. That's because that's in our spirit. We have a totally different spirit. We have a totally different spirit, and they don't have it. Just like that judge, for that Rittenhouse case, was just like, oh well, don't call them victims, don't call them that, don't call them alleged victims, because that's call them rioters and looters and arsonists, call them that, even though there's no proof that they were doing that, but that just shows you how they are. It's not in them to forgive. That's why they have all these movies that's always about like revenge and getting revenge and getting payback. You know, so it's like just that's why, like, we need to really kind of sit back and like reassess things and look at information and pray about it and give it to the Most High. So because they're going to go with the 99% rule all the time. And trust me, 99% of the world is wicked. What does the Most High say? This world was made for many. The world to come is made for the few. So the world to come is going to be dealing with a much smaller group of people. A much smaller group of people are going to be the ones that are going to be on top. Because the Most High said, this world is made for many. So when you hear, hey, 99% believe this, 99% believe that, you don't agree? What's wrong with you? What we need to re-educate you, because you're not going along with the vast majority of people. So there must be something wrong with you. You see, that's them. That's how they are. That's exactly how they are, right? And that's it. But that's not how the Most High set these things up. That's why when people say, "Oh, I'm a Christian and I believe in God, and I believe in, I'm a Christian, I love everybody," and this is not. Do you read the Bible? Oh yeah, yeah, I love the Bible. And you start asking questions, and you start realizing real quick, oh no, they don't know the Bible. They don't know anything about what's in here. The Walking Dead, exactly, and that's exactly what we're dealing with. The Walking Dead, because like I said, it's not in them. And what does the Most High say in Jeremiah 16? That the Gentiles are going to come to the Most High and say that our fathers have inherited lies. See, these are all these scriptures that the Christian church and Catholic church doesn't talk about. And now, if it says that, hey, our fathers have inherited lies, it doesn't say like just a couple of them. It says our fathers, all of them have inherited lies. All of them have inherited lies. There's your 99%. The vast majority of this world has inherited lies. So if that's the case, then that would mean then that the vast majority of the people have inherited lies on this earth. So as you know, as you keep hearing it, because you're going to keep hearing this all the time about, oh, well, 99% of people believe this, and if all these scientists say this, and if all the, and it's like you're going to start to realize that, hey, just because 99% of people say something doesn't make it true. Because all over the scriptures is talking about how the Gentiles are going to inherit lies. All of them. All of them. Not some, all of them. Now, the ones that are not inheriting lies are the ones who are following the Israelites. They're the ones that are going to be blessed with knowledge and understanding. Exactly. We're the 1% over here. Exactly. So the people are the ones that are going to make it, the ones that the Most High is going to save, are the ones that are going to be cleaving to Israel, just like it talks about in Isaiah 14. The Gentiles and other nations that are cleaving to the Most High's chosen people. Those are the ones that are not going to be inheriting lies. Why is that? Because they're not going to be following their fathers, the Gentiles, the Gentile fathers who have been lying. You see that? Because the vast majority of them, if it says, hey, our fathers have inherited lies, that means that then all these people are following their fathers. They're following the lies of the Gentiles. The fathers of the Gentiles have all been given nothing but a bunch of lies. So that would make sense in that the only way you're going to be able to make it is if you're actually following the true, okay, children of light, the true children of the Most High. You see that? Many hate and fear. And yeah, I mean, and that's, so it's like, hey, there's a whole situation that's going on right now where the Most High is giving people the opportunity to hear the truth, to choose the truth. Many are not going to see it. You are correct, because they're not allowed to see it. But the Most High is also allowing many to see it because He's opening up their eyes. And and the thing is that there's not a whole lot of options for the Gentiles. It's like, hey, not only does the Most High raise up His people to tell the truth, okay, but Satan is raising up people to cause confusion. That I said he's setting up people that look like us, and they are here. They're set up to cause confusion. You got people all the time. Hey, don't read any other books. Don't listen to Big Dude. That dude's going off. Don't read anything else. Only follow the 80 books. Only follow the 66 books. But see, they're all following the same playbook. Don't read. Don't study. Don't worry, man. The books that are supposed to be opened up, that's the book of Revelation. There's no other books. No, no, don't read the Book of Mormon. Don't read that. That's not our book. That's the white man's book. But the Bible, that's our book. But the Book of Mormon, that's the white man's book. Don't read that. Don't read that. History. Oh my God, you don't want to look at these history books. Nah, those aren't ours. That's the Irish people. That's their land and that's their history. Oh, Britain. Oh, that's always been ruled by white people. Okay, you see, the enemy is. I mean, it's deep. The amount of the stuff that he's hidden and the information that he's is still hiding. You may think, man, they've had thousands of years to get all these lies together, and they've been able to just come up with more lies, more lies, more lies, and pretty much all to go against this awakening. All the stuff that they've set up is all to make it difficult for us to find our way back to the Father. Who else have they set this up for? Who else have they set up all of these pitfalls for? For us. We got the two sticks, exactly. We got the two sticks, and we start to use that rod. We start to use that sword, and that sword is now opening up other books. It's opening up our history. It's giving us the understanding that, hey, start to apply this information to who it's really, talking about. He said, when you realize that there's only two churches and there's only two groups of people, the people of the Most High and everybody else. When you start to realize that Psalms 83 is all against us, then it starts to make sense as to the things that they're doing. They set up all these great stumbling blocks all over the place, and those great stumbling blocks are only for us because we're the only ones that are looking for the Father in different places. Everyone else thinks that they know it all. They think that they've got it all under control. I don't need to read anything else, man. I said I got the Bible. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't need any more Bible. That's all that I need. So you don't need to know your history. You don't need to know like your land. You don't need to know like the things that they did to us because they're doing it again. That's they're doing it again. History repeats itself. So when you realize what they did over in Ireland and how they the priests were the ones and pastors over there in England were the ones who came up with this fake history, made up all this fake information in order to hide our people, to hide our lands, in order to hide our church that we already had established beforehand. When you realize they're hiding the fact that they have copied everything that we had before, they copied our structures of our churches. They copied our ley lines. They took over our areas of power and ley lines in order for them to try to get power. They, made it so that we would go into our own temples and pray to their God in order to suck the energy away from us. So these are the things that we're having going on. I said copycat beasts, exactly. That's all they do. They just copy everything. So when you realize that they don't make up anything new and it's all they do is copy, well, who are they copying? What are they copying? What did we used to have that they're copying? You're not going to get all that out of the Bible. So that's why you got to go to other books. Why is it that we've always um, felt like connected to like these movies and these places? I said we've always had that connection. Why is that? Why is it we've been watching all these movies, and we've had the connection to these kinds of things? Exactly, they copy and steal everything. Pink value, exactly. I was reading the Irish Wisdom. I couldn't put the book down. This book is telling on them exactly. The book is telling on them. I know that you can find the PDF, at least gets a lot of the information. I said because exactly the book is telling on them. The God, Most High put a spirit on that McDari guy to write that book, and I said in that book, like I said, it is ridiculous the amount of information. And when you understand Psalms 83, yeah, and that's a tool the Most High gave us. He gave us that tool in the Bible. He gave us those, he gave us those verses, and then you start to actually really apply it to these other books. You start to see our story everywhere. They put our records in movies exactly. I said it's just absolutely mind blowing. You know, because you realize, hey, they're talking about us. They're talking about us and all these different books. And now you start to see like when I see people say, "Don't read this. We don't believe in this book. We don't." Well, yeah, you don't believe in it because it goes against the history that you made to keep us, asleep. You've given all of our history to other people. You've given all of our blessings to everybody else. So it makes sense. Yeah, I don't agree with that, or I don't. The church is saying we don't believe in those books, or we don't approve those books. Yeah, because they go against the lies that you set up. They go against all the lies that you set up and making it seem as if there's nothing else to look at. There's no other information. There's nothing else for you. There's nothing here. mean, it's, hey, 99% of the media believes, hey, that Christopher Columbus found, discovered America too. They believe it so much they gave him a holiday. Is that true? Nope. You see that? Yes, it's definitely spirits leading us from one book to another. Exactly. And that's the thing. Hey, um, the vast majority of the world believes that we're African Americans too. 99% of people believe that we're all from Africa, and that the only way that we got over here was on slave ships, right? And then they gave the breakdown that Deuteronomy 28:68. The only way that works out is if you get slave ships from West Africa and bring us all over here, right? 99% of people believe that. 99% of people, in the world believe that we're African Americans, that we weren't here before, and most of the Hebrews believe that Deuteronomy 28:68 is only fulfilled coming from Africa, West Africa to here. 99% of the world believes all that stuff, right? Exactly. We don't even look like the Africans, exactly. But like I said, 99% of people believe that crap because that's what they've been taught. That's what they've been shown, and they don't want to actually do any research to figure out maybe that's not true. You see that? I mean, think of some more things that 99% of people believe. 99% believe that 9% of people believe that Jesus is God and that he was born on December 25th. Right? Is that true? Hell no. 99% of people believe that you know Thanksgiving is all about the Indians and the Puritans coming together, and and sharing. It's just a great time to be thankful for all the great things that the natives and the Puritans were able to do together. When we know in reality it was they went and massacred a village of natives, killed them, and then went back and had a party to celebrate. But 99% of people have a false belief of what these holidays are about, right? 99% of people believe that Halloween is just do it for the kids. It's all fun and games. Just do it for the kids. I said so, and that's why they suppose they do all these things, but they do it for themselves. They do it to have their parties for themselves and everything else. You know, they slaughtered our ancestors. Exactly. They have all these, you know, they're laughing. They have all these holidays. They got us celebrating, and I'm sure most of them they were slaughtering our people, and they're probably laughing at the fact that we are over here celebrating days that actually commemorate the slaughter of our people. Like I said, they've twisted absolutely everything. And so you just start to just think about, all these different things. The 99% of the world believes that the new year starts on January 1st. And we know that that's not the new year, right? We know that the new year starts in the spring. The vast majority of people, the 90% of the world believes that it starts in the dead of winter, right? So just think about it. I mean, like everything is set up like 99% of people believe it, even though it's all wrong, but that's okay. 99% of people believe that, except we're African Americans. They don't believe that we're the children of Israel. They don't believe that we have a covenant with the Most High. 99% of the people believe that. And 99% of people are about to be hella wrong, right? 99% of people believe that the so-called founding fathers of this nation were great Christian men that have all these high morals. Is that true? We know that's not true. You see? So like I said, thinking about having huge numbers of people agreeing with us is not that's not biblical. You start getting into books like Jasher, and where the Israelites were going against, like, 100 people. The 12 Israelites and the people in their household were going against hundreds of thousands of people, and the hundreds of thousands of the Hamites ran and fled. So Mosai wasn't dealing with the huge crowds of people that came to destroy our people. He was dealing with small numbers, and he was empowering them to do the Most High's will. Was it the story of Gideon when they were like getting ready to go into battle, and the Most High said, "Hey, you know what? There's too many of you guys. I don't want you guys to get the glory. So, hey, send some of these guys home that don't want to be here. Just let them go ahead and go on home." Ah, you know what? That's still too many people. You know what? Hey, go over here and drink this water. And people who do it this way, send them home. All right, now I got a nice small number. Now I'm gonna get the glory because I'm not gonna share the glory with anyone else. See, that's the Most High for you right there. He's not dealing with big numbers. He's dealing with small numbers of people, small groups of people, in order for him to get the glory. This world deals with big numbers of people in order for them to feel as if they're somehow self-righteous and correct. It's a total opposite of what the Most High has set up, because this world is the total opposite. So watch, you're gonna hear this because I keep hearing it when I'm listening to videos and like ads pop up about, oh, 99% of people believe this, or if the vast majority of the world believes this, and and it's like pretty much, how can they be wrong? Yes, they're gonna be wrong, because that's not how the Most High set this up. The Most High has set this up for a small group of people to be correct. This world was made for many. This world was made for the vast majority of people to believe a certain thing and it be wrong. We are the called out ones. That's the church. The called out ones. The ones that have been called out of this society. That's what it is to be holy and righteous and to be the church, to be called out. Exactly, following that narrow path. And Gentiles, like I said, hey, you're getting the opportunity to hear the truth. You're not going to hear it from anyone else. You're not going to hear it from other Gentiles, you know? And see, like, you got other people that are set up to say things like, hey, this isn't for you, Gentiles. This isn't for you. This isn't for you. They're set up also because Satan wants you to stay with him. Because then you'll feel like, oh, well, you know what? Even if I wanted to follow the Israelites, if I wanted to cleave, I can't cleave to them because they said it's not for me. They said that I'm not part of this. You see, like I told you, Satan has set up his minions as well to keep you from following the truth. He's setting up things to keep you away from the truth also. So it's not just the Israelites that, are being, you know, bamboozled and kept away from the light. It's not just the Israelites, it's also the Gentiles. The Most High said, and I want to say it's in Second Baruch, I think in the chapters in the 70s or 72. I've done a video on it before about how the Gentiles who don't do like harm to his people have not been like, going out of their way to do harm to the Most High chosen people. He's going to save them. But the ones that have gone out of their way to do harm and destroy his Most High chosen people, those are the ones he's going to deal with. Those are the ones that he's going to deal with. So the Most High is raising up his people to tell you the truth. I'm not saying that you're going to get exactly the same treatment that Israelites, and like I said, I'm not saying that, okay, because that's not what it says. And you read Isaiah 14, it tells you, about being handmaids and, and doing whatever the Most High wants you guys to do. Servants and handmaids. If that's what the Most High wants you guys to do at this point, hey, be happy with that. You've had your heaven. To be a servant and handmaid in a righteous kingdom, I don't think that's a bad thing. But you can look at the alternative and what's worse. I said, but at least, hey, I'm telling you what the Most High says. I'm telling you what the Most High has planned. This is what is written in his scriptures. This is what's written all over the place. You can believe it or not. That's up to you. I'm not here to, try to get numbers, and that's not it. I'm just here to show you what the Most High says. You can take it or leave it. But I would think I would be more upset with, you guys if you weren't even given that option. Satan doesn't even want you to have the option. Satan's not about you even getting the option of cleaving to the Israelites, because he's going out of his way to make it seem as if you'll never figure out who the Israelites are. Even though we're standing up at this point and we're here in your face and we're telling you, the truth, and you cannot prove it wrong. You believed a lie on much less, based off of much less. You believed a lie. You believed white Jesus with much less evidence. There's way more evidence to prove that we are the Israelites, that we are the Most High's chosen people, and that we are the ones that the scriptures were given to, and that we're the ones that you're supposed to be cleaving to. We are the ones that you're supposed to be blessing. There's way more proof and more, um, a way more foundation, a much more sturdy foundation of that truth than what you've believed your whole life, and supporting white Jesus, supporting these fake churches. They have a very wobbly foundation built on sand, and that sand is now leaking all over the place, and that foundation is cracking. So, like I said, you've believed a lie based off of almost absolutely nothing. I said you believed all these lies based off of nothing, nothing but the words of your priests and pastors. Now we're here bringing you the truth based off the actual scriptures that you say you love. And I don't see there's a problem with serving in a righteous kingdom, because you're going to have to serve either way. That's just recompense. We've served you in your kingdom. You're going to serve us in ours. But there are rules on how we are to treat you. And we're actually going to follow the rules that the Most High sets up, unlike what your predecessors and your fathers have done. There were rules for them as well, but they did not follow those rules. So, like I said, so now you have an opportunity to hear the truth and to cleave to the Most High's chosen people, to cleave to our Father. And that's scripture. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and tell you something, say it nicely so that, maybe you'll accept if I say it nicely. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to tell you nice. I'm just here to tell you what thus saith the Most High. And sometimes you're going to hear things, and see when Satan sets up certain groups and they say things harshly and whatever else, there's definite truth in what they say, and there's probably some things that probably are not as true. Um, but the way that they say certain things, hey, they say things to keep you away from following the Most High. They say things that'll make it seem like, oh, this isn't for me, so I'm just going to go back and serve white Jesus because this isn't for me. This is for anyone and everyone that wants to follow the Most High. If you want to follow the Most High, then you will follow him no matter where he leads you. If he's leading you to listen to a so-called Negro, and he has the truth, and you're going to have to accept the truth coming from someone that you have been conditioned not to like, not to trust, not to give respect to, it would make sense that the Most High would use someone like that to see if you're really genuine in following the Most High. See, the Most High has tested us to see if we're really serious about following him. Giving us sicknesses, giving us difficult upbringings, giving us difficult lives. He's tested us to see if we're really about it or not. What makes you think, Gentiles, he's not going to test you? Many people can say they love the Lord, and they want to follow the Most High, and he's going to say, like, okay, you want to follow me? You want to see? Okay, I'm going to test you and see. We're all going to go through our Job moments and see if you're really down for this. So he's tested us. That's what, all of this stuff that we've been going through, this whole realm is a test, exactly. So what makes you think, Gentiles, that he's not going to test you? When you say, oh, okay, I'm going to I want to follow the true Most High. I want to follow the true power. Okay, well, here, listen to this nigga right here, the one that you guys has, you put in the worst situation. You guys have put him at the bottom, and you're going to have to follow him. Oh, no, I'm not following him. Oh, you're not going to follow him? Oh, okay. I guess you really don't want to follow me then. So you guys, you're going to follow the one that you've put at the bottom, the one that you have made the least of all the people, the one that you've made nothing. You try to make him be the base of all men. Yeah, you're gonna follow him, the one that society has put at the bottom. And most will be like, oh hell no, I'm not following him. No way. Hey, give me a white guy to follow. Give me somebody that looks like me. Okay, well, if you don't want to follow the one that I've sent, then the hell with you. You really weren't about following me in the first place. You know? Okay, not only am I gonna make you follow him, he's not gonna sugarcoat things for you either. He's gonna tell you exactly how things are. He's gonna tell you that, hey, yeah, you can be saved, but you're not getting the same things that we get. He's gonna tell you, hey, you can be saved, but you're gonna be either a servant or handmaid. You still gonna follow him? Oh, you mean I don't get wait, I get to live here and have everything here, and I go to heaven and I can't rule and reign with no. Ah, you know what? Then forget it, man. I don't want to listen to him either. Okay, well, I guess you really weren't about this either. Oh, and by the way, you know, Yahushai looks like a black man. Oh, he looks like a black man. He's like, what? He's not what? Oh, you know what, man? I don't know if I don't know if I can deal with this. You see, Most High is testing them too. He's testing their heart too. He's testing to see if they're really about it. If you're just gonna accept whatever the Most High says, because that's how it is for us. We have to accept. We have to accept whatever the Most High does, good or bad, if we agree with it or not. So see, you guys are having to do the same thing now. You're gonna have to be tested too. Most High gonna test to see if you're really about it. If you're really gonna follow the people that He set up. You don't get to come in and dictate. That's what you guys love to do. Okay, I will come in and I'll follow you if you do this, if you do that. Like they're putting stipulations on the Most High. If you're gonna save me and I can, okay, I'll follow you. But I'm not gonna follow this black guy. No, I'm not following him. So like I said, hey, just like we have to go through it, you have to go through it. You're gonna be tested to see if you're really serious about following the Most High. It's not as easy as the church has said. Oh, if I just say white Jesus, I'm good. No, no, it ain't gonna be that easy. Because it was never that easy for us. We didn't get to say, hey, we never got to say, hey, white Jesus, and then we got out of slavery. We never got to say, hey, I believe in white Jesus, and then we were treated fairly in your society, right? Many of our people have said white Jesus and gone to these churches. Has things gotten any better for them? Nope. We were still at the bottom of society, still not listened to, still not respected, even though we followed your God, right? So what makes you think then that you get to just say, okay, God's black. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna follow you because I want to be saved. No, no, not working like that. You're gonna have to follow the ways of the Most High, and you're gonna follow the people that He sets up. And you're not gonna complain. You're gonna do whatever the Most High says. And that's just how it is. So like I said, so just think about the whole 99%, and trust me, the Most High is gonna you're gonna start to hear it more. I'm sure you guys have already been hearing, 99% people believe this, or the vast majority of people believe that. You're gonna hear it, and you're gonna hear it even more. And now you're gonna realize, hold on, this is the opposite of what the Most High has been saying. This is the opposite of how the Most High set it up. It's never been about the 99% of the vast majority believe. It's not mob rule. That's not how this was gonna work. The Most High has chosen His people. He's raised them up to be the light to the world. How you want to follow the light, or do you want to continue in darkness? That's your choice. Exactly, Shirley Green. Accept it or walk away. Just that simple. I saw today they were talking about Colin Powell, and he had his funeral today. And you just kind of think about it. I mean, they put all of these, accolades on him and talk about how great he was and this, and that. But was he great for the Most High, or was he great for Satan and his kingdom? Did he live following the ways of the Most High and pushing, his agenda, or did he live to push the agenda of Satan and his system. Reminds me of the story, one of my favorite ones, about the rich man and Lazarus. And this makes you think and wonder what Colin Powell's spirit is going through right now, and how the vast majority of the world holds him up to all these high regards and everything else. And we understand that the majority believes that he was a great man and he did great things. But what does the Most High say? That's just, something to kind of think about when you're kind of going through these kinds of things, and you're just thinking about it. Not don't go by what society says, because the society's gonna give you the, hey, he was a great soldier for this reality, but now he's not in this reality anymore. Now he's dealing with the true power of the universe. So what do you think's going on with him right now? Where do you think he is right now? And that's why, as we live in this life right now, we need to think about eternity. Think about, are we doing the things that the Most High wants us to do? Are we living for the Father? Are we following the mob rule here in this reality? Or are we being set apart? You being that called out elect, the true church of the Most High. And Gentiles, like I said, you think about that too. Who are you living for? Who are you following? You following mob rule of Satan? Or are you following the called out ones of the Most High? The choice is yours. All praise is the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is Holy Spirit? Acknowledge Yahweh Shai. Shalom, family.